Ladies and gentlemen, let me start by saying that life asks us to navigate a spectrum of emotions, relationships, and experiences every day. And amid all this, we are often told to be kind to others, to ourselves, to everyone we encounter. Kindness is painted as this ultimate virtue, the heart of human connection, the anchor of our interactions. We're taught from a young age to value it, to extend it like a hand reaching across an abyss of differences. But tonight I wanted to invite you to look beyond kindness. Yes, beyond it. Now, I'm not here to say that kindness is not important. I am not here to tell you to abandon that gentle, caring part of yourself. But let's dig a little deeper. Often in the pursuit of kindness, we sideline something equally, if not more significant, the truth. When we're so busy trying to be kind, we sometimes forget to be honest, and that's where many of us get lost. Think about it. How many times have you held back what you really wanted to say just to avoid confrontation, to not upset the delicate balance of a moment? How many times have you told someone it's okay when it wasn't okay? How many times have you sacrificed your truth on the altar of kindness? Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I'm here to talk about. Life doesn't ask us to be kind at the expense of ourselves, our values, our boundaries. In fact, I believe that life asks us to be true, to stand in our truth, unwavering and unapologetic. Sometimes in a world that prioritizes ease and comfort, truth-telling can feel like the least kind thing we can do. But let me tell you this, when you are aligned with your truth, you become a beacon. You might not make everyone feel comfortable, but you will make everyone see clearly. We're taught that kindness will make people love us, accept us, approve of us. But is that really the love we want? Love built on a foundation of diluted truths, of half-hearted agreements, of placating? That isn't love, that's convenience. When we prioritize kindness over truth, we make ourselves small. We diminish our voices, we bend our spirits, and ultimately we betray the very essence of who we are. And when you make a habit out of shrinking, out of silencing, out of nodding in agreement, just to keep the peace, you don't just lose bits and pieces of yourself, you lose sight of your own worth. Let me ask you, how many times have you allowed someone to cross a line because you didn't want to seem harsh? How many times have you given a little more than you could spare because you thought saying no would be too unkind? We've all done it. We've all sacrificed our boundaries, eroded them, blurred them in the name of kindness. But true strength lies not in appeasing others, not in constantly softening our stance, but in knowing when to draw a line and stand firm behind it. Let's talk about boundaries, because that's where so much of this internal conflict happens. We are conditioned to believe that boundaries are selfish, that to prioritize our own needs is to be unkind. But I ask you, what is more unkind than betraying yourself? What is more harmful than letting others dictate your worth, your time, your energy? When you establish boundaries, you're not pushing people away, you're defining the space in which you can love, give, and grow freely. You're creating a container for authenticity. And I know for many of us, this path is uncomfortable. We worry about being seen as too assertive, too demanding, too unkind. But here's the thing, living your truth will never be easy, but it will always be worth it. We have to start valuing ourselves enough to hold space for what we deserve, what we need, and what we believe in. True kindness, the kind that uplifts and heals, cannot exist without self-respect. It's not about being nice all the time, it's about being real. In this journey of standing firm in who you are, you'll find that not everyone will understand or agree with you. Some will call you difficult, others may even walk away. And that's okay, because the people who value your authenticity, who resonate with the core of who you are, will stay. These are the people who will see you not as a reflection of their desires, but as a person with purpose, with conviction, with courage. The people who will love you for who you are, not for the roles you can play in their lives. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to think of the times you stayed silent to keep the peace, the times you compromised your beliefs, the times you withheld your truth because you feared it might not be received kindly. Reflect on those moments. And as you do, ask yourself, did it make you feel stronger, or did it leave you feeling empty, compromised, perhaps even resentful? We were not born to dilute our spirits to fit into spaces that can't hold the fullness of our being. Standing up for yourself, speaking your truth, holding your boundaries, these are not acts of unkindness. They are acts of courage. They are acts of self-love. And yes, they require you to walk through the fire of discomfort, to sometimes be misunderstood, to face criticism. But what is the alternative? To live a life shackled by the need to be liked, to be approved of, to be seen as nice. Let me tell you, the cost of that kind of life is far greater than the cost of standing in your truth. Being true to yourself is the greatest gift you can give, not only to yourself, but to the world around you. Because when you are living fully and honestly, you give others permission to do the same. You inspire others to own their power, to take up space, to live without apology. You become an example of what's possible when we stop shrinking, when we stop pleasing, when we stop tiptoeing around our truth. And isn't that what the world needs? Not more people who conform, but more people who are willing to stand tall and unapologetic in their truth. Ladies and gentlemen, every time you choose truth over comfort, strength over ease, you are creating a legacy. A legacy of resilience, of courage, of authenticity. It may not always be easy, it may not always feel gentle, but it will always, always be powerful. And the beauty of that power is that it isn't rooted in dominance or control, it's rooted in alignment. When you are aligned with your truth, you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. You are grounded, unshakable, free. So as you go forward, remember this: kindness, true kindness, starts with yourself. It starts with honoring your own needs, your own voice, your own journey. It starts with shedding the need to be universally liked and embracing the freedom of being truly, authentically you. Stand in your truth unapologetically. Let that be the light that guides you, because when you are living in alignment, when you are honoring your own truth, you become a force of nature. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the kind of strength the world needs. Thank you.